but it's the same position. Why? Because this has been proved by exercise scientists as the fastest way to take off. And this is what you need. If you're fighting somebody, so important that you're the fastest to take off, otherwise he hits you instead of you hitting him. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to explain to you first, how do we relate Zenkutsudachi with fighting stance? Okay, so now, if we take Zenkutsudachi Hanmi, the only everything's aligned from, let's say from there, this one goes to there, this one comes to there, everything's aligned, and all you do, you keep the same hip action, same hip position. You move up that back leg and compress. So, the position of my foot, same.
Такая же позиция ступни, он только смещает сзади стоящую ногу и сгибает ее еще больше.
Okay. The position of my hip, same.
Позиция бедер та же самая.
And that is your fighting stance. From that position here, you explode off that back leg and you score in that position there. And immediately pull. Now, some people say, before I joined KWF, I never moved up my back leg. I always moved my front leg back. Why do we move our back leg forward?
Почему мы двигаем после атаки сзади стоящую ногу вперед? Потому что обычно делают наоборот, впереди стоящую ногу назад после атаки.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you, not my people, but why do we move the back leg forward? No, not my people. You are. But you've already hit him. You couldn't be much closer. Why do you move your back leg forward instead of your front?
To continue. Attack. To continue attack.
Maybe. But you could pull it back and go again as well. But you could pull it back and compress also. So why do we move the back leg
Distance.
forward?
Very close distance to the target.
But you're already there. You've hit him with your arm, so you're as close as you need to be. You don't need to be closer than actually hitting him. Okay, so it looks like this. Moses. No, not a retreat. You said move, you might be a retreat. Okay, if you're going to pull this, if you're going to pull something, would you pull it like this?
Если вы потянете соперника.
Watch my back leg. Watch my back leg and my arm. Can you see what I'm doing? So in other words, when you do the punch, you have a leg action.
У вас есть движение ногой, когда наносите удар.
You have a hip action.
И поворот туловища.
You have an arm action.
Руку разгибаете.
All those three things work together.
Все три вещи работают вместе.
But most people, what they do is they hit and they stay there and they just snap their arm back. So in other words, the return journey has only got one of those three. You need all three.
Нужно все три компонента также возвращать обратно, как и движение, которое участвовало в нанесении удара, то же самое в команде, также надо вставать.
So in other words, the same way as you have a leg action, a hip action, an arm action, you have exactly the same three things on the way back. Okay? You have a leg action, you have an arm action, and you have a hip action. All three work together. But this is not powerful.
В противном случае будет слабо.
That's the powerful one. Because your arm, your leg, and your hip must work in conjunction with one another all the time. Your whole body must be utilized at the same time if you want to get maximum power.
Очень важно задействовать все составные части тела, чтобы получить максимально мощный удар.
You know, you can hit it. There's no real power. If you've got big arms and you've got strong arms, yes, it'll make a certain amount of power. But I want to see from there, thrusting out. Okay, so what I want to do is, I want to try and get you to understand what is fighting stance, what is the end point, that forward stance when you're actually striking him, and what the end of that journey is. So that you have a maximum contraction inwards and a maximum return to contraction ready for the next one afterwards. Okay, so firstly, it's a question I ask at every single seminar that I give. How long is a Zenku Tsudachi? Forward steps. How long is it?
Сенсей спрашивает, какой длины должна быть дзенку цудачи? Какой длины должна быть дзенку цудачи?
How long is it? Anybody got an idea? Okay. How wide is a Kibadachi?
Ну как широка должна быть кибодачи в таком случае? Да, double shoulder width.
Two hip widths apart. In principle, yes.
В принципе, говорит да, но
You know, when you train, your sensei, opposite, longer, more down. What does he mean?
сенсей говорит
He doesn't mean
длиннее,
this.
ниже.
No, he doesn't mean this. What he means is, you have 3 points that you have to apply.
Нужно 3
You
пункта
need-
соблюдать.
That knee
Впереди
to
стоящее
be
колено
projected forward in line with where your toes start.
проекция колена должна быть на основании большого пальца.
You need your back heel firmly impressed in the ground. Not even a little bit up.
Пятка
Firmly
сзади
impressed in the
стоящей ноги
ground.
должна крепко.
And you need pressure behind the butt. Yeah.
Должно быть давление сзади.
Then your stance must be as long as possible that you can still do those 3 things. So in other words, if you're there, my knee can't be over my toe. If I put my knee over my toe, my back heel lifts. Or my butt sticks out backwards. You need to make sure your knee is over your toe, your back heel is compressed, and you have the pressure forward. And then as long as possible where you can still do those 3 things.
Вы должны убедиться в том, что все эти 3 пункта выполняются, и при этом стать как можно длиннее.
If you can't do that, for instance, if your foot goes out there, you can't turn your hip in. It's not possible to get maximum hip.
Если сзади стоящая ступня повернулась, невозможно вести мощную ногу.
Okay, so what I want all of you, just where you're standing now, just give yourself a little bit of room. Show me your ideal Zenku Tsudachi. Hanmi position. Hanmi position.
Позиция подмени, встаньте в идеале.
Now go to shoulder and see your arm. In your head, say to yourself, is this powerful enough, if I was in this position, to have reached my opponent and put him down? On most of you, I look at you, and your power is cut off here. The power is cut off here. I need that power to feel that it is still going right through his body and coming out his back. This is like cut off here. I need to see it there. Right, now what I want to see you do is I want you to pull this leg up, I want you to whip that hip, and I want you to align your arms. Right, ready? And go! Okay, now I'm going to do it like most of you. Watch me. Leg where it's facing, look at the front of my thigh. When I'm in the stance and in, same. When I'm back and angled, same. The difference is what I'm doing with my hip and what I'm doing with the thrust of that back leg.
Разница только в бедрах и
Okay, so now get back to your fighting stance. Have a look at your back thigh. Now you take a piece of elastic and you twist it this way and you twist it this way. What happens when you twist it right in the middle and you let go? You know, it comes out. It comes out. It's the same thing with you. Your hip is twisted, you've created what we call torsion over here. Okay? And you release that automatically to that position. Okay, so now, I want you to thrust with that back leg. Look where your knees facing. That back foot, that back leg must, that back thigh, the front of the back thigh, must face the opponent. Right, now I want you to thrust that heel, rotate your hip, and store Gyakuzuki on your opponent. Imagine you have someone there, you're going to do Ike Nisatsu, you're going to do it the killing blow. You hit the guy like that, it's over. Let's see whether you can do that blow. Alright, ready? Go! Right, now, put up your hands. Anybody who thinks that that punch that you just did would have taken out him. Have a look at him. The punch you just did, would that have taken him out? What do you think? Yes? Huh? Who thinks that punch would take him out? No, not you. Who thinks that punch wouldn't take him out? Well, just I think to explain to you guys, the punch that they just did, would that have taken out Hamzat over here? The punch that they just did, would that have taken him out? Do that punch again, and think of him standing here and you hitting him. Do it again. There he is. Have a look at him. Do the punch, and imagine you're punching him, and see whether your punch will take him out. All right, ready? Go! Yes or no? Okay, I'm going to use you. You're about the same size. You're a strong man. Take the stomach. Don't fight it tomorrow. No. Right. Take him out. Go. And he's still standing. Yes, of course he's very strong. But tell me, who do you think attacks you in the street? Somebody that's weak. The person that attacks you in the street is strong. That's why they're fighting you in the street. You have to have the weapon to put him down. Otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to hit him, he's going to get angry, and he's going to hit you even harder. If you hit him, he's got to go down. Okay. Now, what is lacking? What is lacking in your technique? Okay, he says speed. Something else, what? Conviction, yes. In your mind that you're going to take him out totally. Okay? But let's talk more on physical. Explosion. What do we mean by explosion?
Что имеет в виду под его взрывом? То, чего не хватает.
Okay, what we mean by explosion is,
Имеем в виду, когда говорим о взрыве.
if you're half compressed, you only have that. You need to be totally compressed. Totally compressed. You need your, as I said, your alignment straight to your opponent. You need a release of this compression to the maximum. You need the torsion that you create here, twist to move you. You need the use of your inside thigh muscles. Okay? You see what I just did there? These muscles here to be used together. So you've got the thrust, you've got the extend, and you need maximum hip position by utilization of rotating your hip and using these inside thighs. You need a strong hikite. The stronger you pull here, the stronger this one will come out. And most important, you need body vibration. Okay, so you know where a jackhammer is? In the street, when they break the street, Okay, it's a heavy thing. If you took the jackhammer and you picked it up and you smashed it into the road like this,
Если будете поднимать его и бить по полу, что вы получите,
you'll cause some damage.
конечно, будет.
You put you switch it on and go, what happens? The whole road cracks. Now, most of you are the big, heavy jackhammer that is doing this.
Большинство из вас просто большие молотки, которых нет этого управления.
What happened to that whole body vibrating? As you hit him there, that whole body vibrating. That's missing from virtually every single person that's here. Even big, strong, young guys like this, you punch them. There's no vibration. There's no vibration. What is he actually doing? A push, a heavy push. You understand that what he's doing is a push. He's going to hit the guy. Because he's big and strong, the guy will feel it. But in actual fact, it's a push. You hit a guy, where's he going to go? The guy's going to be knocked over there. What should happen to him? The guy? On the same spot. On the same spot. Oh, and down. Same spot.
Соперник оставался в том же месте и падал вниз.
Okay, so now, I'm going to give you an exercise to learn how to do body vibration.
Сейчас он даст вам упражнение, чтобы добиться.
First of all, you've got to know what is the maximum your body
Надо знать прежде всего
can contract.
максимум его вашего тела.
Okay, so what I want you to do, to stand like this. Put your arms here. Remember this one, the Russian guys? Okay, so now, I want you to squeeze and contract your whole body. Okay, so ready? And don't let go until I tell you. Ready? Squeeze, squeeze, hold, more, relax. What happened to you at the end? You just... Okay, you see what it is? Okay, now that is the position you need to get to. But you can't hold it. That position you need to get to as fast as possible and release it as fast as possible. In other words, that contraction only happens for that millisecond as you make contact with it. Okay, so let's try it again. Everybody, out. Ready? Squeeze! Hold, more, relax. Let's do it once more. Right, ready? And just think just remember how your body is feeling at the maximum. Ready? Go. Squeeze, more, relax. It's almost like a relief to relax. Now I want you to do the same thing. But I want you to get to that position as fast as possible and release it immediately. In other words, that whole body. Now what you on the side here? You squeeze, and that is the maximum. Okay? I want you to get to that maximum, but only hold it for not even 1 second. And you'll find your whole body vibrate. That is that vibration that you need at the moment that you punch. Only for that fraction of a second. So that it is that jackhammer that's hitting the body. Okay. So everybody out there, ready? Get to maximum. Go! Now, you did what? Okay, come. Do that for me. Ready? Go! No maximum. Squeeze.
Не до предела, надо к пределу.
Squeeze, fast. Oh, and fast. Did you get to that position when you did it fast?
Ты добился той же самой позиции, которую делал быстро.
No, you didn't. So that's exactly how most of you punch. And not only
То же
punch.
самое происходит во время
When you do shuruchi right or anything. That is the position. It's like feel that? Whole body. Whole body. Whole body. That's what you need. Otherwise, the punch is not eating inside. If you really look like you are doing a karate move. But it's not karate. Karate is ikenesatsu. To be able to kill, and you need to take every aspect of your body possible, every physical aspect, and make sure that those are all put together at the same time to get to that focus point where you hit that guy and bang, he's gone. Okay, so what I want you to do is we're going to practice expansion first. No hip action. I want you to compress to maximum. Everybody down. Can you hip it for him at honey position? Look at my position over here. Okay, now from there, later on today I'm going to be teaching you techniques, other techniques that you need this for. But first, before I can teach you those techniques, you've got to be able to do this. Okay, now from that position there, I want you to keep Hanmi, but I want you to explode, thrust back leg, butt forward, and vibrate at the end. Not but that whole body. Explosion out of there. Right, ready. Go Hanmi. Ready. Explode! No, don't jump forward. It's not your reaction. This back leg stays glued into the ground. That stays. No jump. Right, ready? Once more. Ready? Explode! What are you doing now? In order to get there, you're shortening your stance. I want full distance expansion.
Сенсей хочет, чтобы вы по максимуму растягивались.
Not just here. Full distance expansion. And total body.
И всем телом сжиматься.
Ready? And go! Don't forget the punch. Don't worry about the punch. Keep hunting. Just let it explode out. Ready? Explode! Keep your back foot still. Jump. Keep that back foot where it is. Ready? Once more. Explode! That's not bad, except exploding is good, but. Ready? Explode! Don't turn your hip in. Keep it hunting. Don't turn it in. You're not doing the turn in the hip yet. Ready? Explode! Back foot side. Not this. Stay.
Сзади стоишь нога на месте.
Ready? Explode! Guys, don't do it square. You're not doing that.
Сейчас я захочу лучше. Только нога, без стула.
Explode! Change to the other side. Check your stance. Check where that back foot is facing. Check where that back leg is facing. Turn your hip to the maximum. And explode! I'm not getting that vibration. I'm not getting that vibration. You know what? You can work on this, or you can leave. If you leave it, you will always be average. You'll be quite good, you look quite nice. But you will always be average, and you will not be. If you watch your Sensei punch, have you seen the vibration in his body when he hit somebody? It didn't come from going like this. It came from using that body. That's what I'm trying to get you to be able to do. Okay, so let's try again. Ready and go! And go! Okay, now stand up again. Put your hand up there. Ready? Slowly squeeze to the maximum. Squeeze. More. Did your body feel like that when you were at the end of the movement? Ready? Your body didn't feel like that at the end of the movement. That's what it has to feel like, even though it's only for a fraction of a second. But you need, that's your maximum. That's where you need to get to at the moment that you make contact on your opponent.
То же самое сделать в момент контакта, но на долю секунды.
Okay, now, exercise is going to be this. You're going to compress. Exercise will be explode. That's 1. Is 2. Is 3. Is 4. Can you see how I'm using my body? I'm not doing I am compressing and whole body and then pulling. Right, fighting stance. Right, ready? You pull. But I need all the dynamics within those movements. Right, ready? 1. Hold it, go. Go. No. I want Kadambarai compressed. I want Gyakuzuki, thrust on the back leg, locking the hip in, full action, body vibration, and out of that body vibration, pull to that position. That's 1. Maigiri Oizuki, that's a little bit different from that. Maigiri Oizuki, pull, that's 2. Kadambarai compress, Gyakuzuki, all the elements, and fighting the mind. That's 3. Okay, this. Right, ready? 1. Turn. Everything. Whole body. Driving. Ready? 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. No, the 7, just the other, I'm not linking them. And finally, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, press, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, no, 0, 20, and young. Okay, so, what do we notice? She's a good karate lady. She's really a good karate lady. But what do we notice when we have to put it in together like this? Many of the elements start becoming absent. I need again to see compression, extreme hanmi, explosion, rotation inward, utilization of the inner thigh muscles, strong pulling on, strong Gyakuzuki, caving, pulling up the back leg, pulling the arm, whipping the hip, and compression again. With the Oizuki, I need to see hip locked in, locked in. A lot of you are doing this. You're punching and nothing's happening here. I need to see as you punch, everything locked in here. And butt forward. And out of that, pull the body, but not pull, vibrate. You need to feel this whole center here, vibrating all the time. If it's not vibrating, then your movement is a little push. It's not ikinisachi. Right, so up, let's try this counter now. 20 counts. Dynamite. You know what dynamite does? What does dynamite do? I can't hear you so nicely. It explodes. Every time you're there. Explode. Ready? 1. Power! 3. Move that front leg. Watch me, look at me. Move that front leg. Not just a little thing. Move that front leg. Ready? 4. 20 movements. Can you do 20 movements, all of it, one after the other, with the correct vibration, the correct use of hips, the correct expansion, the correct pulling arm, the correct hip position, all 20 moves? Huh? What do you say, Liam?
No sense.